What's up, y'all? Back at it one more time with a sit down with Mark. On this episode, man, I interviewed my homeboy, man. We used to work together back at Enterprise. He was a former football player in North Carolina Central, Don Lassiter. Hope y'all enjoy it, man. We said I had a good time, good talk. Hope y'all like it. Ask y'all to like, comment, subscribe, man. Let me know what y'all think. Anybody that wants an interview, DM, snap, message me. Let me know. Hope y'all enjoy it. Peace. What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
How you feeling?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thank you for doing the sit down with Mark.
Oh, man, I appreciate you for doing this, man.
Oh yeah. I know you got a crazy busy schedule, but I definitely appreciate your time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I just got done working out. I had to rush back to the house. I had to get it in for my boy.
Get it in before the game's time.
Yep.
You know it. Hey, Don, I ain't gonna hold you long, man. We're gonna jump right into this thing. I know you spent time at Central, man, between 2010, 2014?
It was 2006 to 2010.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Doc, tell me about, I know you play football too. I seen you pitch on the side of the truck.
Yeah.
Tell me about your most successful season in sports.
Well, while I was there at Central, it probably had to be my sophomore and junior year was probably about the same. I kind of put myself to be noticed, as they would say, by our opponents and who we was facing. I think my junior year was my best year. I had earned All American my sophomore and junior year. So by my junior year, everybody, they knew who I was as far as like, hey, we gotta, put eyes on this guy and make sure that, he accounted for.
That's what's up. Now, man, is there another athlete that you mentored or helped train, and describe what you did for him?
Well, offhand, I can't think of any names. I was a captain at Central for 3 years. So when you kind of in a leadership role, you just try to do everything the right way to lead. And people follow from there. So I've had people tell me after we got done playing with ball that they looked up to me and things like that. I did try to give back and mentor people. My old trainer, one of my trainers anyway, from high school, his name was Mark Harris in Cleveland, Ohio. He owns Raw Talent Sports, still up and going. He used to throw these bus tours, and basically he would get a group of young guys from Cleveland who was, up and coming, who've been balling and who he's been training. And we would go all across the country to camps. So we would hit Georgia, Bama, North Carolina, Duke. We hit Central one year, NC State, West Virginia, Florida. So we was on the road for probably a good month of the summer. And I did that, I do believe 2 or 3 summers while training and things like that. So it was young guys on the bus at the time who were sophomores in high school, freshmen in high school, juniors. Dorian Grant, he played corner at Ohio State, wound up going to the league. Frank Clark, you may know of him. He played for Kansas City. He's from Cleveland, from Glenville. It was some guys with some pretty good talent on that bus. So I was one of the older guys who had came through Raw Talent, who had minimum success in college, that could teach them some things, show them the right way, tell them what to do and what not to do, and just try to lead by example.
That's what's up. Doc, describe a few of your major highlights and achievements.
Well, major highlights and achievements. I was All-American, I think 2 times while I was at Central my sophomore and junior year. I think my junior year was my best year. I think that I won MVP of the team my junior year. So that was real big. You know, I feel like anytime a defensive player wins a team MVP, you know, he got to be doing something right. So I think the greatest achievement though was probably just being a captain for 3 years straight of a college team. I never envisioned myself doing that.
That's a big responsibility.
Yeah. It's a hard thing being a leader, being a captain of other men. So that was probably my greatest achievement of leading a group of men into what we call a battle every Saturday.
What do you believe is the greatest challenge most athletes are facing today?
Well, today will probably be all this COVID stuff, man. Of course, I'm not playing right now, but all this COVID stuff and probably mental health. Back when I was playing, more so for the college athlete, it was kind of like, you know, we was broke college students, you know what I'm saying? So, but with the change of rules, you know, these guys are not able to get paid off their likeness, which I love it. You know, that's great. They can go out and get some money for themselves so they don't have to be struggling and put all this work into these universities and not see no compensation for it. But in these days, you know, with the Simone Biles and the tennis girl, all this mental health stuff. I think people need to.
Her name was Naomi Osaka.
Naomi, yep. And I think Lane Johnson in the NFL, the
he just came back.
Just got back from the Eagles. People are now taking aware of their mental health while playing sports, man. And that's big, especially when you're in college, man. You go through so much stuff with classes and sports, and then you got your family and trying to achieve and be great at what you're doing. So I think COVID has put a lot of restraints. You know, most teams like Central, they're just now starting back football again in 2 years. So I think that's been a challenge, you know, getting back into that, you know, game shape and expecting all that stuff. So I think COVID and mental health nowadays is two of the biggest challenges that the athletes are facing these days.
You know, last question, man, I'm gonna let you go. Give a few words of advice for student athletes playing sports and where it could take you if you stay the course.
Well, as a college athlete, even in high school, most kids go, of course, is pro, right? So my advice would be to stay the course, stay the path, listen to those who have the experience that has already done it, that's close to you, because if they're telling you, they're telling you for a good reason, they're not going to do you any harm. So listen and put the work in. I remember a scout. I was just telling the story the other day to one of my homeboys. I was sitting down with this scout from the Eagles, and we was watching film and things like that. And he was telling me, man, you know, the difference between kids that come from an HBCU and come from a Power 5 school is when they're at a Power 5 school, they start training for the NFL as soon as they hit campus as a freshman. Most of the guys from HBCUs don't start training until their junior or senior year. And I was like, dang, that's true. You know, like, I don't know why that's true. Maybe because most of the people that make it out of HBCU kind of don't know that they're going to make it into or have a chance of making it into their junior year. But I would say when you step on campus as a collegiate athlete, no matter what sport you're in, if the goal is pro, start doing everything now on a pro level. Business-wise, you know, you got business now in college. So business-wise, student-wise, and athlete-wise, do everything on a pro level. So when you when it's your time to get there, you've been doing it for 4 years. You already know how to act, how to prepare, what's going on.
Hey, Don, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Hey, man, always a pleasure, Mark. I appreciate you, brother.
You know it, man. We'll keep in touch.
For sure.
All right.